Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Tyler Perry, your accuser just did his ABC live, and baby, he did his big one. And even if 1/10 of what he's saying is true, oh, Tyler Perry, why didn't you? Well, I know why you didn't pay that man to settle. He asked for $240 million. He said, "You got it." And if you don't, we're going to see. Now, here's the thing, right? We're going to get into what he said happened. But the things he said happened are 100% believable and completely credible. Here's where I am in this. What is wrong with men with money? What's wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Not all of y'all, but what's wrong with those men with money? What he's saying is 100% true. It sounds like Tyler had a crush on him and he was trying to push up on him. That's what it sounds like. Now, there are some people in the comments being like, well, he should have left. He knew what he was doing. He had to play that game. Well, leave and go where? Leave and go. Hollywood is only this big. There's only so many people that can greenlight projects. There's only so many people with studios. If you actually get on the bad side of a billionaire and one of the most powerful men in Hollywood, where are you going to go? What's going to happen? What are they going to do? Blacklist you? Like, what's going to happen? People are, what's that clocking to you? Shout out to Justin Bieber. You're not standing on business. When you have power, to which much is given, much is expected. When you have power, you cannot move like the degular fry cook at IHOP. No shade if you're a fry cook at IHOP. I'm not trying to disrespect someone's social class. I'm saying that when you are a fry cook at IHOP and you are pushing up on the waitress, right? Most likely you might get fired, but at the very least, you don't have any power over her. You don't have any power over her shifts, how much she gets paid, you have no power. So in that case, she can speak freely to the manager and be like, yo, this mofo is harassing me. She can speak freely to you and be like, yo, stop it. I don't like you. Leave me alone without fear of repercussion. But say it's not the fry cook anymore. And say it's the manager of IHOP. And she needs her shifts. And she needs her money. And this man has the power to fire her, take away her shifts, put her on the worst shifts, humiliate her, pick on her at work. Now you, not you, but the people in the back, could have that Pollyanna version of, so what, you still should have said something. Okay, but are you going to say something and literally let your dreams go unanswered, your kids go unfed? Some people would. But the issue isn't what that person should have done. The issue is the manager and that power inequity and how his actions, which may or may not be socially acceptable to you, right? How that can, you don't get what I'm saying. How at the power inequality creates a sphere where people only have two choices: speak up and lose everything, right? Or stay quiet and lose themselves. And unfortunately, no matter what choice you make, it's all the same. Everybody walks away with battle scars until we get a top. If you are a billionaire, you can't move like you're the fry cook. If you are a billionaire, it is a power inequity. And it seems like, to me, what this man could be saying is true, okay? Because it is alleged, right? It seems like, to me, based off those court documents, Tyler kind of knew he wasn't feeling him. Tyler got off on that. Tyler wanted to make him bow down and do what he wanted to do. It seemed like it was a little game. And it seems like if he had rushed into Tyler's arms, Tyler would have thrown him away. Tyler knew he had power over this man, and he was happy to exert it because he knew that if he couldn't greenlight a pilot or he didn't do that, this man wouldn't even be giving him the time of day. Anyway, let's get into the interview. Lindsay Davis from ABC News. And again, Tyler Perry did a good job of squashing this story in the blogs, or at least the blogs maybe did him a solid and squashed the story. But I said, oh, you can't silence Disney and ABC. Somebody said, oh, Oprah built ABC. Okay, great. But it's Disney now. I guarantee you, right? Anyway, right? So he detailed an incident included in the lawsuit in which he says Tyler pulled down my underwear and grabbed my, after a night drinking. We were both walking back to the guest area where I stayed before, and there's this health monitor scale on the way. Oh, in the house. I'm like, why is there a health monitor scale in the garden? I was like, what is that? And he said, well, you have to be in your underwear to measure. He reached down and pulled my underwear down and grabbed pulled my underwear and grabbed my, and I tried to stop him and pulled back my underwear up. He kind of grabbed my arms and said, no, it's okay. Just go with it. And I said, stop. I don't want to be naked. I don't want this. And he said, I'm not going to hurt you. Tyler Perry actually, and I'm not making fun of what this man went through, but if this can be believed, Tyler Perry is living in a real life Tyler Perry drama, only he is the villain. He said, unless you've been through something where they have their control over unless you're in the situation where you have the control over your body taken away from you, you really don't understand the kind of feelings that you get in that moment. Every thought came into my head, to run, to fight, to freeze. I didn't know what to do. You didn't know what to do because one, he's bigger than you, but also two, your mind in at that realize that you are not dealing with someone. You realize people might not believe me. They might get the upper hand. What's this mean to my career? If you are rich, you should not be putting people in that. Now, people can be like, oh, so what are they supposed to do? Have consent contracts? Absolutely. What are they supposed to do? Say, do you mind? Absolutely. You're a billionaire. I guarantee you're going to have the pick of the litter up in your DMs. And they will be happy to sign NDAs and say, yes, you may. And okay, yes, I guarantee. You cannot move like you are the fried cook anymore. And the fact that you want to move like that, well, that says something. They said the evening ended with himself locking himself in the guest house bathroom. He says Tyler called to apologize the following day. He says that prior to the incident, he had stayed at Tyler's guest house on a prior evening on which Tyler allegedly climbed into bed with him and started rubbing my leg. Yo, listen. He said he jumped out of bed and said, and then Tyler said, turn around so I can look at you, and just commented on how I look. And he got up and left. I thought after that instance, it was pretty clear I was not interested in that type of relationship. It's okay that people try to make a move or shoot their shot, but if they get rejected, I think that they should stop. I thought it would stop after that, and it didn't. Again, he feared professional retaliation, which is a real thing. If he ignored Tyler Perry's cringe text messages. And in season 2, on episode 2, they said of that drama episode they were on, the Oval, they said his character was shot multiple times, a scripting decision that Dixon took as if I don't make him happy, I could stay dead on the show. He said, for me, this was Tyler's way of showing power over us in our careers. I was extremely anxious. The calls and texts were almost every day. This constant state of, if I didn't answer, I'll lose my job, I'll be fired or killed off the show. It took a huge toll on my anxiety and depression. Again, he left the show in September 2024. I believe that's when he filed a lawsuit in June 2025. He said part of that number is my lost job, my lost income, the loss of the show. The other part of that is a deterrent of how to stop a billionaire who won't stop himself from doing this. I hope you take accountability for what happened, and I hope this has taught you not to treat your employees this way. Never use someone's dream to coerce them into a relationship that's not professional. In both the lawsuit and the interview, he also says that Tyler Perry agreed to produce a pilot that he wrote for a show titled Losing It. Perry still owns the right. Now, Tyler Perry said no comment, but he did say that this lawsuit is a shakedown. Again, both things can be true at once. He is shaking you down. That's what a civil lawsuit is. But also he could be telling the truth. Again, this guy brings good points, and all Tyler's billionaire friends that surrounded him to let us know collectively he's on their team. That only makes this man's claims to me even more evident that Tyler used his powers. And honestly, he had no business even pushing up on employees. If you got $1 billion, you need to act 1 billion times better. But y'all, what do y'all think? Did y'all watch the interview? I don't know. Tyler better settle. He better settle. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.